Schembechler. One game left in the regular season. Let's get down to the serious questions right off the top. Bo, can I get some tickets for Saturday's game?
No, but being in television, I'm sure you can find a set to watch it on.
Bo, against Illinois. That's 2 years in a row you've gone into this circumstance, maybe looking ahead to the Ohio State game, where the team didn't perform that well or didn't beat Illinois like we predicted you would.
Well, a year ago we played Illinois a week earlier than we played them this year, Larry, and we played down at Champaign again, and we led 14-0 at the half and ended up winning 14-6. This time it was 21-15. We played spotty football because we turned it over 4 times, and maybe we played it a little too close to the vest too. I don't know, but it was a tough game, and Illinois played great football against us, but that's all behind us now.
Close to the vest. You mean you weren't doing many things with your offense? You were trying to hide things from
No, I wouldn't hide anything from anyone. It's just that it was a very, very windy day, and we won the toss and chose to kick off with the wind at our backs. And
threw 2 passes.
And we threw only 2 passes. And the only one we completed was against the wind. So, the wind was a very strong factor. It was difficult to throw. All 5 touchdowns were scored in the same end zone. So that gives you some idea of how strong that wind was out of the south, and they were all scored in the north end zone.
There's talk that both you and Ohio State did not do things because you didn't want to show them to the other school, but they would know pretty much what you're doing through the season, wouldn't they?
Well, that's true. Most of the things that we have done during the course of the season we'll do Saturday, but there are a few wrinkles and some things that we've worked on all year that we really haven't done yet. So there are a few things that possibly have been kept secret, so to speak.
All right, let's look at the things that happened in that Illinois game. You got off to the good start again, took a 14-0 lead at the half.
Yeah, actually, with the win, we took a 14-0 lead, and here's a fumble that's going to turn the football over to us. And we are now going to the north goal, and I want to emphasize the strength of that win because it was really something. Here's an option play out to Gordon Bell. He goes down inside the 20, and we get down in there close on a basic drive, moving the football, and then give the ball to Bell here, who dives over for the touchdown. And
that's one of the longer dives of the year, isn't it?
Well, he's got a lot of spring in his legs for a little guy, and he did it by going up over the top. Here's the next time we got the football, and Bell scored again on an isolation play, and the 14-0 score stood up all the way into the halftime. And we had opportunities actually to add to that margin with field position in their territory. And this is one of them on an interception by Dan Jellick, who was our champion of the week on defense, played great football, and had a key interception here. And we failed to capitalize on that field position, which I think
you're going into the wind
hurt our men. We're going right into the strong wind right now. And here's the pass from Leach to Smith, and that was our pass offense for the day, and it was right into the wind. But we failed to capitalize the defense more than any game we played. Here's a great run by Bell, but unfortunately loses the ball in midair to Illinois. We were going in for a touchdown here, and that would have given us the 21-point lead at halftime, but we had to settle for 14.
One of 6 fumbles on the day, 4 of which you lost.
Right. That's a poor performance, Larry, when you drop the ball like that, and that's something that's, other than that, I don't think that we played really that badly all afternoon. This is a running pass by Perrin that was intercepted by Hicks, once again giving us good field position, ready to go again. But we didn't do a good job, and we didn't capitalize. Here's a key play on a pass to Smith. They tackled him. The defensive guy was beaten, and he tackled him inside the 5-yard line.
About the only way to stop that guy Smith somehow.
Well, you gotta lasso him some way, or you gotta get him covered because he's a dangerous receiver. And then Leach takes the ball in himself, and at this point in the game, in the 3rd period, with the wind at our backs, we have built a 21-0 lead, but it's going to become quite precarious here. This is Steger, their fine sophomore quarterback, and this is our 3rd interception, 2nd by Hicks, the safety. And once again, we have field position ready to go. But on the first play, following the interception, we fumble the ball, and Illinois recovers. Now they take this drive with the wind at their back and go down in to score to make it 21-7. And this is the pass play. Steger throwing right in between 2 or 3 of our guys to Frank Johnson for a touchdown. And she's a 21-7 game. And this is a 4th down play here on the next drive, in which a pass was thrown clear over his head, and unfortunately we bumped the receiver in a legitimate pass interference that gave him a first down when we could have taken over the ball. And they dive here and score. It doesn't look like it does, Larry.
No, matter of fact, it doesn't.
But that was their. Then they went for 2 and got it, and it was 21-15. They kicked off to us a short kick, and fortunately we recovered it and then ran out the clock.
A noticeable stiffening in your defensive backfield, picking off a couple passes. Is it getting a little better? They early in the season were picked apart by Stanford a little bit.
Well, we're breaking on the ball a little bit better, and I was glad to see Dwight Hicks get a couple, and then Jellick, who plays that linebacker position, into the sideline, key position, getting one as well. The 3 interceptions were good. We also got a fumble and good field position. It's the type of defensive performance that we shouldn't have had 15 points on the board, and because of field position, we should have scored 2 or 3 more touchdowns, but we didn't do it. But
the defense played pretty well as far as you're concerned. The offense a little bit loose in the
right. Other than the fumbles offensively, I'm not real disappointed. And defensively, except for a few lapses there in the 4th period when we kept turning the ball over to them. Of course, you know your defense is under constant pressure. You stop the team, you get the ball, they go in the first play they fumble, and the defense is back on again, and that's not good.